Alright, so it's another run of Orphan, and here I want to look at how to deal with Orphan in Phase 1 so that I don't have to deal with Orphan in Phase 2. Um, Phase 2 Orphan is a little terrifying. If you've never done a run of Orphan before, you've never beaten Orphan, don't do this shit. Just do both phases, fight Orphan, and just enjoy the fight and appreciate it. And then on subsequent runs, if you don't want to deal with the more aggressive, the more terrifying Phase 2, then you can do shit like this. What I like to do is not necessarily complicated, but I will say that it does rely a bit on luck in two parts of the fight. Try not to get fucking dead. Yeah, I'll point those out when we get to them. But it's consistent enough for me that I think it'll work for you as well. It's pretty consistent for me. So I've hard capped skill at 50, right? So I'm doing pretty good visceral damage. Here, there, I might do like an R1 or fire a bullet just to sort of chip away at his health. But for the most part, I'm relying on the viscerals to take off large chunks of health. I do that until he's around-ish half health, and this is where the first part of RNG comes in. Sometimes Orphan will initiate his Phase 2 change above half health, and sometimes he'll do it well fucking below. So, it can feel a bit random, it can feel a bit arbitrary, and sort of up to RNGesus what happens. But on average, it's around half. So once he's at the halfway point, I'm not going to do any damage. I'm going to wait for an attack that I can punish with a charged R2 and a visceral, where he jumps over your head, or a parry and a visceral where he, this right here. I fuck it up right there because of course I would. Luckily he does it again. Because the visceral attack there with the 50 skill is going to knock his health down way below half, right? And he's not going to do his Phase 2 animation directly out of this. He's going to do an attack cycle, and this is where the other bit of luck comes in. He does this, and I'm able to do a charged R2 and a visceral, which brings him down to nothing. And I know now the fight's over. As soon as he goes into his Phase 2 animation, you can do a backstab. Just watch his head. It'll go still, raise up, and boom. And that's it. So manage the damage that you're doing, watch his health bar, and that's Orphan in one phase.